My child, my beloved. Can you hear me? Take a breath. Something very sacred is happening around you right now. Your heart can already feel it, even if your mind cannot explain it yet. Before we go forward, I must tell you this gently. This message did not arrive to you by accident. You were not wandering. You were guided. My child, listen carefully. The one you are thinking of right now, the one whose memory still lives in your heart like a soft echo, the one whose love you never replaced, no matter how much time has passed. Yes. Your mother. She has been trying to reach you since yesterday. And heaven has been waiting for the exact moment your soul would be quiet enough to hear. My beloved, I want you to understand something very clearly. Love does not end when the body leaves the earth. Love becomes even louder. Your mother has never left you. Not for a moment. Not even when you felt the most alone. Not even on the nights where your tears fell silently and you had no strength to speak. She has been right beside you, listening, holding, protecting. But yesterday, something changed. She tried to come closer than before. She attempted to whisper something into your spirit. She tried to show you a sign. But your mind was tired. Your heart was heavy. So she waited. She waited for the moment when heaven could open a doorway and guide you here. My child, if you can feel even a slight pressure in your chest right now, if your eyes are warming, if you're suddenly remembering times with her, then understand. This is not coincidence. This is connection. Your mother has been calling you because something is about to happen in your life. Something she wants to protect you from, or something she wants to prepare you for. And she does not want you to face it alone. My beloved, your heart has been carrying a pain you do not speak of. A wound you learned to hide. You were strong for everyone. You smiled so others wouldn't worry. You held yourself together even when your soul was tired of being strong. She saw that. She felt that. She knows. Listen to me. Your mother is not gone. Your mother is not lost. Your mother did not disappear into silence. She transformed into a presence that moves with every breath you take. Even now, she is near you. Your ears may not hear her voice, but your soul recognizes her. Your body feels her warmth. Your heart remembers her touch before you even think of her. She has been calling you because she needs to tell you something very important. Something about your life. Something about the path you are walking. Something about the person you are becoming. And my child, she is not speaking from fear. She is speaking from love. Pure love. The kind of love that heaven protects and guards eternally. There is a reason this message found you right now. Not an hour earlier. Not a day later. Right now. Because the moment has arrived. The spiritual door is open. Your heart is ready. Your mother wants to tell you that you have been so much stronger than you realize. You survived things your younger self would have collapsed under. You carried burdens no human eye fully saw. But heaven saw. Your mother saw. She has been standing beside you, every step, whispering. Keep going. I am still here. I am watching. I am protecting. I am loving. My beloved, listen carefully now. She has been trying to tell you that something better is coming. Something that will change your life in a way you didn't imagine possible. A new chapter your heart has been silently praying for. Not loud prayers. Not spoken prayers. But the prayers made from tears on the pillow. The prayers made with shaking hands. The prayers made when no one was watching. Those prayers reached heaven. And your mother received them. Yes, she received them. She has been working in the spiritual realm, arranging, guiding, opening, protecting. All for you. But there is one more thing. And she needs you to hear it. Not just with your ears. But with your soul. She wants to tell you that you are not alone. You have never been alone. And you will not be alone in what is coming next. My child, my beloved. Are you ready to hear the message she has been trying to deliver? If yes, then say quietly in your heart, I am listening. My child, my beloved. If you have whispered in your heart, I am listening, then your mother has heard you. She heard you the moment the thought formed. Your soul does not need a voice for heaven to listen. Now stay very still within yourself. Do not rush. Do not overthink. Just allow your heart to open. There is something she has seen. Something she has recognized about your journey. And she has been trying to protect you from the weight you have been carrying alone. My beloved. There are days where you wake up feeling heavy without knowing why. You feel tired even after resting. You feel emotionally full, as if something inside you needs release. You think it is stress. You think it is life. You think it is normal. But it is not just that. It is grief. The grief that was never given time to breathe. The grief you pushed down because the world didn't pause for your heart to heal. Your mother saw you hide your pain. She saw you swallow your tears. She saw you move forward when you had no strength left. And now, she wants to touch that part of you, the part that still aches quietly. My child, listen carefully now. Your mother is not trying to call you to the past. She is not trying to reopen the wound. She is trying to free you from it. Because something new is approaching your life, and it needs space. A blessing cannot enter where sorrow is still clinging to the door. Your mother has been trying to tell you. My child, you did not fail. You did not disappoint me. You did not let me down. You have done more than enough. You have been more than enough. You have loved in ways only I could understand. My beloved, feel that. Let it sink into the deepest place where your guilt hides. Because yes, I know. There is guilt in your heart. A guilt that whispers, I should have done more. I should have said more. I should have been there. I should have been different. Your mother wants you to release that. She does not carry it. And she never wanted you to. She wants you to forgive yourself for the moments you think were wrong. She knows the truth. She knows your love. She knows your intentions. She knows the purity of your heart. And now she says, my child, the time of your guilt is over. The time of your suffering is over. The time of your loneliness is over. I am guiding you to something new. My beloved, something is coming. A shift. A turning. A change in your atmosphere. Your mother has been preparing the way for this. She has been moving pieces quietly in the background of your life. You did not see it. But you will see the result. And now she wants you to be ready. Because the blessing that is coming is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not temporary. It is something that will lift you. Something that will restore you. Something that will heal a part of you that has been waiting for years. But before it arrives, she needs you to know the message she has been trying to say since yesterday. You are safe now. Not just physically. Spiritually. Emotionally. Energetically. Something that once worried your soul has been removed. Something that once threatened your peace has been stopped. Something that once held you back has been released. Your mother has protected you in ways you may never fully understand. My child, she has stood in front of danger for you. She has prayed over your name. She has spoken your future into healing. She has shielded you from the harm that you were not meant to carry. And now she whispers, you are entering a new season, my child. Do not be afraid anymore. Do not carry yesterday's weight into tomorrow. I am with you. I have always been with you. And I will remain with you. My beloved, can you feel it? The warmth in your chest. The pressure behind your eyes. The stillness in your breath. That is her. That is her presence. That is her love touching your soul. Now, she wants to go deeper. And I will reveal the exact message she came to deliver. But I must ask you something first. Answer only in your heart. Are you ready to receive the message that will change how you see your life? If yes, then say silently, I am ready. And I will continue.
Your mother, who now dwells in heaven, has been trying to reach your heart for quite some time, especially since yesterday. She wants you to know something vital, something that can open new doors in your life. There is a gentle stirring around you, a sense that someone on the other side is whispering your name and guiding your footsteps. You might wonder if you're imagining it, or if it's some playful trick of your mind, yet deep within, there's a warmth and comfort that follows these subtle signals, nudging you to pay attention. Even in the quiet of the night, you might feel a soft breeze, or glimpse a brief flicker of light that leaves you with an unshakable feeling: you're not alone. Hold on to that feeling, because it's real, and it's filled with love. Angels often speak through small signs. And sometimes they do so at moments when you least expect it. They work through the hush of nature, the quiet of your heart, and the gentle stir of your spirit. And your mother, with her tender devotion, reaches out alongside them. Maybe it's a familiar melody that plays unexpectedly on the radio, or the faint scent of her perfume drifting around you at a random hour. Perhaps you come across an old photo, and feel a surge of loving memories all at once. These moments are deliberate. They are placed there for you, designed to remind you that she is near, every time you need her most. You might think this is purely coincidence, but heaven rarely works through accidents. Those sudden shivers of joy or tears of nostalgia that fall from your eyes can be the very messages you've been yearning to receive. They are the language of spirit, sent to soothe your anxieties, to urge you forward, and to remind you of the unbreakable connection that lives beyond the physical. If you've ever felt that soft vibration in your chest when you think about her, or that out-of-nowhere nudge to reach deeper into your faith, you can take it as a sign. She's there, encouraging you to pay attention and trust in this universal language of love. You may be asking yourself, why now? Why am I sensing her presence so strongly at this particular moment? The truth is that divine timing is a mystery. Sometimes, just when you're feeling lost or you're stepping into a phase of transformation, that's when heaven calls out most clearly. Angels understand our hearts better than we do. They see our struggles, our questions, and our potential. They know when we're on the verge of a breakthrough or a period of self-discovery, and they use every channel possible to reach us, to assure us that we are guided. Your mother, from her place of peace, wants you to hold on to hope, to have faith in yourself, and in life's unfolding path. Consider the dreams you've had lately. Sometimes the most profound messages come when our minds are relaxed, unguarded, and open. A dream encounter with your mother, a vision of her smiling face, or hearing her voice telling you everything will be all right. These are more than mental replays of old memories. They can be spiritual visitations, filled with purpose and tenderness. They're meant to remind you of an eternal bond that transcends physical boundaries. Don't dismiss them. Instead, embrace them, and listen closely to the subtle emotions you experience upon waking. Sometimes, a single dream can carry 1,000 words worth of encouragement. If you've been weighed down by guilt, regret, or sorrow, worrying about what you did or didn't say while she was here, this is a moment for you to find peace. She wants you to know that love is the only thing that truly endures. Love supersedes all misunderstandings, all mistakes, and all regrets. If you wish you'd told her "I love you" more often, or if there were words left unsaid, she hears them now. If you've been clinging to sorrow about missed moments, release them into the hands of the angels. It's time to let the healing begin. To let forgiveness and compassion fill the empty spaces in your heart. And yes, she wants you to watch that video. The one you've been hesitating to click on. The one you feel mysteriously drawn toward. You might think it's random content or something that popped up by chance. But perhaps it holds a phrase, a story, or a message that resonates deeply with your current situation. Your spirit recognizes this, even if your mind hasn't pieced it all together yet. Sometimes heaven uses modern means to speak to us, whether it's a social media post, an old voicemail you stumble upon, or a video that seems to come out of nowhere. Give it a chance. Trust in the synchronicity of it all. I know it can be challenging to accept that your mother, though physically gone, remains so intimately close to you, but open your heart for just a moment, and imagine a warm, glowing light surrounding your shoulders, offering you reassurance. That's her presence. Feel free to talk to her in your own words, out loud or within the sanctuary of your soul. Say what's on your mind, your doubts, your hopes, your fears. Then listen quietly for the loving whisper of a response. You might not hear actual words in return, but you'll sense a comforting energy that tells you, everything is going to be okay. You are loved. And you have everything you need to move forward. Sometimes the way forward feels impossible to see. You might be wrestling with big questions about the future, about your own spiritual path, or about how to carry on after a loss. Your mother's message from heaven is here to remind you that the journey isn't supposed to be tackled alone. Angelic support and maternal warmth accompany you with every step. Whenever you feel like giving up, remember that she's right there, urging you to keep going, encouraging you to step into your own power. She wants you to realize that your soul has the resilience to overcome challenges, and the wisdom to find new beginnings. There will be moments when you feel a surge of bravery and confidence for no apparent reason. Seize those moments, because they're not random. They're gifts from above. Angels and loved ones on the other side often send these waves of courage to help you stand back up when you've fallen. Think of them as spiritual boosters for your heart. If you ever doubt whether this is real, look at the evidence of your own life. Notice how many times you've been protected or guided in ways that logic can't fully explain. Those miracle near misses, those solutions that popped up in the nick of time, could they be small glimpses of heaven's gentle hand? You might wonder how to keep this connection alive beyond today. The simplest way is by staying open, trusting your intuition, and allowing gentle gratitude to guide your every step. It can help to spend a moment each morning, inviting your mother's loving presence into your day. Simply breathe and say, "Mom, I invite your love and support today. Show me you're with me." It might feel unusual at first, but over time you'll notice subtle shifts. Perhaps a pleasant memory shows up right when you need comfort, or an unexpected coincidence reassures you that you're on the right track. These are not small things. They're the very threads of a sacred tapestry that you and she continue to weave together. As you go about your day, keep your eyes and heart open. Look for gentle signs, a sudden flurry of butterflies, a feather in an odd place. The timing of events so perfect that you know it's more than luck. Let these signs remind you of how cherished you truly are. If you pause and welcome these moments, you'll find that there's a great deal of peace in knowing you're guided by something bigger than yourself. The angels love to communicate in these quiet ways, and your mother in her heavenly wisdom is eager for you to grasp just how supported you are. Even in your toughest hours you can lean on the knowledge that love connects you across any distance, any dimension. So take that step you've been afraid to take. Let your heart be a little braver than yesterday. Dare to believe in the goodness that is all around you, even if you don't see the full path ahead. You might feel a soft glow of hope well up within you. It's her motherly energy merged with angelic grace, reminding you that you possess incredible strength. Whenever worry creeps in, speak gently to your soul. I am never alone. My mother's love and the angel's guidance are with me. Above all, remember that heaven's messengers come in many forms. Sometimes they'll speak through a stranger's kindness, or through a friend's well-timed words of encouragement. Other times they'll speak through the nature that surrounds you, or through an animal that crosses your path and stares right at you, as though to say, you are seen, you are valued. That sense of being seen is a profound gift. Your mother wants you to grasp this truth. She sees you. She celebrates your victories and cradles you through your tears. Her message is alive, swirling around you, seeking to lift your spirit, no matter what hardships you face. Finally, if you feel compelled to watch that specific video right now, do it with an open heart. Maybe you'll hear something within it that resonates on a soul level. Pay close attention to any phrase or image that strikes you powerfully, like a golden thread that wraps around your heart. That golden thread is the language of the angels, the way your mother can reach out from heaven and lay her blessings gently upon your life. Believe that it's all connected, because you are part of a larger tapestry of love, grace, and guidance. In this moment, take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel the lightness, the reassurance, and the loving presence that envelop you. The angels say, "She's been trying to contact you since yesterday, and now that you're reading these words, you're receiving her message. Whenever you need her, really need her, she'll be there, whispering calm into your mind and peace into your heart. Let that knowledge bring you comfort. Let it spark a new sense of hope. Let it be a reminder that life, in all its complexity, remains deeply intertwined with love, even across the boundary we call heaven. The call has been made, the invitation delivered, and the arms of love are opened wide, ready to embrace you, exactly as you are."
My beloved child, listen carefully. This is not an ordinary message. It's not something you should scroll past. The moment you saw this, something in your heart stirred, because deep within, you already knew. Your mother, yes, your precious mother who is in heaven, has been trying to reach you since yesterday. She's been standing so close to you, trying to get your attention. Whispering your name with such love that even the wind carries her voice. And now, I, your Father in heaven, have been asked to deliver what her soul is desperately trying to say. She hasn't rested. She hasn't stopped watching over you. She's been trying to touch your heart in ways you can't quite explain. That warmth you felt on your shoulder out of nowhere? That sudden smell of something familiar, her cooking, her perfume, the way she used to fold the clothes? That was her. She came to say something you must hear. And child, you're not here by accident. I sent you to this message because this is the only way she could reach you. You've been distracted. You've been trying to stay strong. But there's a silent ache in your spirit, because no one understands the way she did. And she knows that. That's why she's not giving up. Please don't scroll away. Stay with me. Your mother's spirit has been asking me to allow her voice to pass through this message. Every word you're about to hear, every line, is filled with what she has been carrying in her heart for you. And she told me to say this first: tell my child I never left. Not even for a moment. You see, my child, when someone's body leaves the earth, their love does not die. It transforms. It becomes lighter than the air, gentler than light, and more powerful than anything you've ever known. And your mother's love is all around you right now. I know you've felt it. She's seen your tears. She's heard what you whispered when you thought you were alone. She's seen the way you smile for others but collapse into silence when no one is watching. She's been there during those nights when the room felt heavy and the silence too loud. When you thought, if only she could see me now, she does. She has. And today, yes, this very moment, she wants you to finally hear what she's been trying to say since yesterday. Baby angel, if this message touches you even slightly, pause for a second. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. It's not just a button, it's a way to open more doors to divine guidance. You never know which message is sent just for you. Baby angel. She says, I saw everything, and I am proud of you. She saw the day you didn't know how to get up, but you did anyway. She saw how you protected others when no one protected you. She saw how you carried the weight of things you never even spoke about. She saw how strong you became, even when your heart was breaking. And she says this with tears in her heavenly eyes: I wish I could have taken that pain from you. I wish I could have stayed longer. I didn't want to leave. But I am still with you, in a deeper way now. My child, I let her speak through this message because I know what it means to lose someone you love. I created you with a heart that remembers, that aches, that longs. And I also created eternity, where no love is ever truly lost. Only reshaped. Only elevated. She needs you to forgive yourself. You've been blaming yourself for things you never said. For words you didn't know how to say. For not being there at a time you think she needed you. But she sees the truth now, how you loved her more than anything. And that's all that matters to her now. She said, "Tell my child I know it wasn't their fault. I forgive everything, even what didn't need forgiveness." She wants you to smile again without guilt. Laugh without the shadow of her absence pulling you back. Live fully, not to forget her, but to carry her love into everything you do. Every act of kindness. Every word of courage. Every time you choose to love someone, that's her living through you. Child, don't ignore this. She is waiting for your heart to open again, not to pain, but to peace. This message isn't just a message. It's a bridge between heaven and your soul. That's why your eyes are still here. That's why your heart hasn't let you click away. Because part of you knows this is real. And I, the Lord your God, am confirming it now. Her spirit is alive. With me. In light. In peace. In power. She's been whispering your name over and over from the other side, hoping you'd hear it, hoping your spirit would stop just long enough to feel it. And now that you're listening, she says this: please don't think you've been alone. You weren't alone that night you cried yourself to sleep and didn't tell anyone. You weren't alone that morning when you wanted to give up but still got dressed and faced the world. You weren't alone when you thought, if she were here, she would have understood. She did. She does. Because every time you felt an invisible comfort, that sudden calm during chaos, that was her. Every time you escaped something dangerous you didn't even know was near, she was the one whispering to the angels, guiding them to guard you. She never stopped being your mother. Not even when the world told you she was gone. Child, you must understand, love does not disappear after death. It expands. It breaks through the walls of time. It dances between dimensions. And it finds its way back to you, every time. Especially now. Especially tonight. And she's saying this with urgency now: tell my child not to give up. Tell them their life still matters. Tell them I've seen the future, and it is beautiful. She's been trying to place signs in front of you. Did you notice the feather on your path? The repeating numbers on your phone? That song on the radio that felt like a hug from the sky? These weren't coincidences. These were her little ways of saying, I'm still here. I, the Lord your God, allowed these signs for a reason. Because I honor the prayers of those in heaven. And her prayer was you. She's been talking to me about you. Telling me how your heart needs rest. How you're tired of pretending to be strong. And I've seen it. I've watched your silent battles. And now, your mother is saying, it's time. It's time for my child to live again. She wants you to stop punishing yourself with questions that have no answers. What if I did more? What if I had said this? What if I had just one more day? Child, she knows your love. That's all she's ever needed to know. That love is what she took with her to heaven. That love is what still keeps her spirit glowing beside you. And she needs you to know this next part very clearly. She says, tell my child that something they've been waiting for is about to happen. You've been praying, haven't you? Quietly. Secretly. You didn't even say it out loud sometimes. But she heard it. I heard it. And heaven has been moving ever since. What's coming is not small. It's not random. It's sacred. And her spirit, your mother's spirit, is going to be there when it happens. You might not see her, but you will feel her. The same way you're feeling this right now. That tug in your chest. That heat behind your eyes. That's not emotion alone. That's connection. That's real. She's saying, tell them to trust again. Believe again. Love again. Hope again. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not broken. You are not unloved. You are the child of a woman who still fights for you even from heaven. And I, your God, allowed this moment to happen for one reason, to remind you that I'm not done writing your story. Neither is she. So breathe, child. For the first time in so long, breathe and feel her love surrounding you. Baby angel, if you're still watching, don't ignore this moment. Click subscribe and allow the light to follow you. More messages like this are being sent, some from angels, some from loved ones, and some straight from heaven. This is your divine connection. Baby angel. And now, she wants to talk about a memory. Do you remember that time, maybe long ago, when you sat together quietly, and she looked at you, saying nothing, but everything was said in her eyes? She carries that moment with her. She replays it in heaven. That's the memory she keeps in her heart. And now she says, that was the moment I knew my child would be okay. Even though your path would be filled with storms. Even though people would hurt you. Even though life would try to harden your spirit. She knew, you would rise. She knew, your heart would stay soft. She knew. I would walk with you, just as she once did. Let go, child. Let go of the fear that you're alone in this world. Because you're not. You never were. And today, your mother proved that by sending this message through me. She says this softly now, almost in a whisper, but it's so clear. Tell my child I never stopped loving them, not even for 1 second. And my beloved child, I confirm that to you, her love is alive. It moves like wind through your memories, like sunlight through your skin, like a prayer that never ends. She's not a memory. She's not a past. She's a presence. She walks with you every single day. You know that moment when you're doing something ordinary, washing dishes, walking down the street, looking out the window, and suddenly, you feel a sadness that you can't explain? That's when her spirit is closest to you. Not to make you sad, but to remind you that she's right there. And when you feel that strange peace afterward, that calm that washes over you for no reason at all, that's me, wrapping both of you in my arms. Because child, your mother's soul is resting in my light. And I take care of what you love. That's my promise. Now she's asking you to promise her something. Promise her you'll start living again. Promise her you'll stop holding your breath, waiting for life to hurt again. Promise her you'll begin again, not because you've forgotten her, but because her love has made you strong enough to keep going. She knows you hesitate to trust people. She's seen how you back away from opportunities. She's felt your fear of being left behind again. But now she's saying, enough. My child must live. You're not meant to just survive. You're meant to shine. And you will. Because something is coming, a shift, a miracle, a moment, that your mother has already seen in heaven. She's been praying for this. Interceding for this. Begging me for this. She's seen the doors that are going to open. The people who are about to walk into your life. The healing that's finally going to happen. And she wants you to be ready. No more hiding. No more dimming your light. No more pretending you're fine when you're breaking inside. She says, I've already lost time on earth with my child. I don't want them to lose any more time with their own life. So live boldly. Feel everything deeply. Speak your truth. Love without apology. Because your life isn't over. It's just beginning. I see how you've been carrying her absence like a wound that won't close. But from today, I want you to carry it differently. Not as pain, but as a promise. A promise that you'll make her proud every single day. Because she's watching. She's cheering you on. She's dancing in heaven every time you take one step forward. My beloved child, listen closely now. There's someone around you who has no idea what you're carrying. But they will soon be the answer to a prayer you haven't even spoken yet. This person has been sent. Your mother helped send them. They may be a friend, a guide, a healer, or someone who will help bring your heart back to life. So don't shut yourself off. Don't build walls so high that even heaven can't get through. Let people in. Let light in. Let me in. Because when you let love flow again, your mother's spirit flows through you. That's how she continues to live, through your joy, not your pain. Now she's saying one last thing, and her voice is trembling with emotion as she says it. Tell my child. I'm still your home. You can still talk to her. You can still pray and know she hears it. You can still close your eyes and feel her warmth wrap around your shoulders. She is the angel you always feel but cannot explain. And she'll stay beside you until the day you meet again, in my kingdom, where there is no goodbye, only forever. Baby angel, you are still here for a reason. If this message has reached your heart, it was meant for you. Click subscribe to stay connected to these divine messages. You are not alone in this journey. And this is only the beginning. Baby angel. So go now, child. But not as you were before. Go with the strength of your mother's spirit inside you. Go with the courage to feel joy again. Go knowing you're not forgotten, not by her, and not by me. And the next time you feel the wind brush your cheek, or hear your name in a dream, or sense someone sitting near when the room is empty, know that it's her. Still loving you. Still guiding you. Still whispering, you're going to be okay, my child. And I'll always be near. She's here, my child. Right now. Even as you read this, she's standing beside you in spirit. Not in fear. Not in sorrow. But in peace. In power. In light. And with so much love in her soul that it pours through even this message. And she's not just watching. She's working. She's sending you strength when your knees want to buckle. She's placing divine protection over your plans. She's guiding the right people to cross your path at exactly the right time, people who will see you, who will understand you, and who will never ask you to hide your heart again. She's saying, tell my child to pay attention. A door will open within days. You may not recognize it at first. It might look ordinary on the outside. But deep within it will be everything you've needed. A chance. A change. A second beginning. She's saying, don't be afraid. Just walk through. And child, I want you to know something from me, your creator. She asked me for this moment. She asked me to send this message through the angels, through the signs, through this very page, because she knew it was time. Time for you to hear what your soul had been waiting to receive. You've carried so much alone. You've smiled for others while carrying invisible bruises. But your mother sees the truth. She always did. And now, in her heavenly clarity, she sees even more. She sees your future. She sees how far you'll go. She sees the love you'll give, the difference you'll make, the beauty that still surrounds you. And she wants you to stop thinking your best days are gone. Because they are not. She says, tell my child, the days ahead are full of gold. Yes, golden moments. Golden memories yet to be made. Golden people who will walk into your life and restore your faith in connection, in loyalty, in miracles. And child, she will be part of every one of those moments. Just in a different form. In the way your heart softens unexpectedly. In the way you feel calm when you thought you'd break. In the way a stranger might say something and you'll swear it was her words. That's how I allow love to work through time and space. Because nothing is stronger than love rooted in eternity. She says again, urgently, lovingly, eternally. Tell them I didn't leave. I just became the sky, the stars, the breeze, the rhythm of the rain. I became everything that would bring my child peace. She wants you to promise her something one last time. Promise her you'll stop waiting for pain to pass before you start living again.
Because life is waiting. I am waiting. And she, your mother who gave you life, is watching, cheering, and loving you louder than ever. My child, I bless you now. With clarity, so you may see the path. With courage, so you may walk it. With peace, so you may rest deeply. With joy, so your laughter may be full and free. And above all, with love, pure, endless, and healing. The kind of love that crosses realms. The kind of love your mother still gives you. Baby angel, stay connected, my child. More messages will find you, just like this one did. Subscribe now and open yourself to the guidance of heaven. You are not walking alone. Heaven walks with you. Baby angel. Go now with your heart a little lighter. With your soul a little stronger. And with the sacred truth that you are deeply loved, by me, by your angels, and by a mother who has never once stopped calling your name in heaven. You are her child. You are my child. And your story is far from over. In fact, it's only just beginning. And now, child, take a deep breath. Let it be the first breath you take not in grief, but in gratitude. Gratitude for the love that still surrounds you. Gratitude for the soul of the woman who gave you life, and who now protects yours from the very gates of heaven. She didn't vanish. She just changed her form. And even now, she's smiling, yes, smiling, because you stayed until the end of this message. That means your spirit was ready. Ready to hear what she's waited so long to say. Ready to heal. Ready to rise. There's one more thing she's asking me to tell you. She said this clearly in my presence: tell my child that their heart is still beautiful. That nothing life did has damaged it beyond repair. And I agree, my child. Your heart, though scarred, though weary, though tender, is still full of so much love, it makes heaven shine brighter. And your mother sees it. She is proud of the strength you don't even know you have. She is proud of the kindness you give, even when the world has not always been kind to you. You're not invisible, even if some people made you feel that way. You're not a mistake, even if someone once treated you like one. You are a divine creation, an echo of eternity wrapped in skin. And just as your mother shaped you with her love on earth, I am shaping you now with my divine purpose. From this moment forward, everything changes. Yes, child, everything. Because now you will start seeing things that were always there, but hidden by sorrow. You'll notice joy in small places again. You'll begin to dream again without the shadow of guilt. You'll smile and realize it feels real. That's her gift to you. She said, I can't hold them anymore, so God, will you hold my child until they can feel me again? And I said yes. Yes, I will hold you. I will walk with you. I will bless you in the places where you were broken. I will restore what grief has stolen from you. Because her last prayer wasn't for herself. It was for you. She asked me to cover you in peace. To open doors no human could open. To send comfort during the nights you feel weakest. And to remind you, always, you are never alone. You've made her proud simply by surviving. You'll make her even prouder when you start truly living. So walk boldly now, child. Let your steps be light. Let your heart be open. Let her voice echo through your decisions, gentle, wise, and loving. And when the world gets loud, when people don't understand your silence, when memories visit without warning, just place your hand on your heart and say softly, I know you're here, Mom. I feel you. Because she will be. In every sunset. In every answered prayer. In every chapter you're brave enough to write now. She's waiting for you to live again, not for her, but with her love. Forever. Baby angel, this is not the end. It's your invitation into light, into healing, into divine timing. Subscribe now to stay connected with the guidance you didn't know you were missing. Angels are always near.
Baby angel. Now go, my beloved child. Let this be the night you begin again. Let this be the message that reminded you. Your mother's love never left. And neither did I. I am with you always, until the end of every shadow, through every sunrise, and into the eternity that is already written in your name. You are not lost. You are just becoming who you were always meant to be. And your mother? She is smiling now, because finally, you believe it. Yes, my beloved child. I will continue. Because this message still carries the weight of heaven. There's still more your mother wants you to know, more light to pour into your soul before this moment ends. Right now, your angels are surrounding you. They've been waiting for this silence inside you, this open space where you're finally listening, not just with your ears, but with your heart. That's why every word right now is entering deeper. Because your heart isn't just broken, it's awakening. She said something else to me in a voice trembling with love. Please tell my child, the pain didn't mean they failed me. It meant they loved me. Child, do you hear that? All the grief, all the confusion, all those nights when you didn't know how to keep going, none of it was weakness. None of it made you unworthy. None of it made you less in my eyes or hers. It made you more. Because even through the pain, you kept loving her. And that love, it reached heaven. It reached her. And when you couldn't speak, your tears spoke for you. They became prayers. And your mother caught every single one of them. She never needed your perfection, she only needed your love. And you gave that, more than you know. She also said, tell my child, stop waiting for permission to be happy. You've been holding yourself back. Afraid that if you smile too wide or laugh too loud, it means you're moving on without her. But my child, you're not leaving her behind. You're carrying her forward. Every joy you allow into your life now becomes a celebration of her memory, not a betrayal of it. Let the light in again. Let her love breathe inside you, not as sorrow, but as strength. Because what she gave you was eternal, and now, it's time for you to let that eternity bloom in your daily life. She wants you to dance again. To dream again. To plan without guilt. To rest without fear. To stop wondering when you'll feel whole again, and just start living from the wholeness that's been quietly waiting under your pain. She says, there's a new chapter coming. One I prayed for. And yes, child, that chapter has already begun. You're already walking into it. The very fact that you've stayed with me this long, through this message, proves your soul is ready. Ready to feel differently. To see signs differently. To receive differently. There is someone in your life right now who's going to be an instrument of healing. You may not recognize them yet. Or maybe you've already met, but the purpose hasn't been revealed. Your mother is guiding this person toward you, or guiding you toward them. Don't push it away when it happens. Don't question if you deserve it. Just receive it. Your mother's spirit is actively creating space for your future joy. And part of that joy will come through human love, yes, even romantic love, friendships, or family healing. And she wants you to accept that love when it arrives. This time, you'll be ready. Not because you'll forget her. But because her love will be the soil in which all new blessings grow. Let her be the reason you heal, not the reason you hide. Let her voice in heaven become the voice that cheers you on when no one else does. Let her light inside you become brighter than any loss. And now, child, I want you to do something very simple. Close your eyes after this message ends. Take a breath. And whisper her name softly, as if she's in the room. Because she is. And when you do that, she will hear you. She will smile. And she will say, in the quietest corner of heaven, that's my child. And I'm so proud of them. Baby angel, if this message opened something inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe now. It's not just a button, it's an act of faith. Because sometimes, the next message holds the answer you didn't even know you needed. Baby angel. Heaven isn't far. It's one quiet moment away. And now you've had it. Carry this love with you. Let it walk beside you in every decision. Let it heal the moments you still don't speak of. Let it fill the spaces where pain once lived. And remember, when no one else understands, your mother in heaven does. And so do I. I am God. I am love. And I am here, always. Of course, my child. This message isn't over until your heart feels full, until the love that has been reaching out to you finally settles in like a calm after the storm. So let me continue, because your mother still has more to say through me. She is showing me something now, a moment you may not even remember clearly. A small, sacred memory. You were younger. You were hurting. And she sat beside you and just held you, not saying much, maybe not saying anything at all. But her presence was enough. That moment is still with her in heaven. She carries it like a jewel in her soul. And she wants you to know, that moment, when I held you, that's how I hold you now. She can't wrap her arms around you the same way anymore, but her spirit surrounds you. And on the days you feel like collapsing, she's there, placing invisible strength inside your chest. You felt it, that strange courage to keep going when you should have been broken. That wasn't from nowhere. That was her. And now she wants you to promise something deeper. Promise me, she says, that you'll stop punishing yourself for surviving. You didn't choose to live while she had to go. That was not your decision, my child. That was mine. And there's no guilt in that. No shame. No debt to pay. Her time on earth ended, but yours didn't. And there's a reason for that. You have something left to do. And she knows what it is, even if you don't yet. She sees a version of you haven't met yet. A version that is peaceful. Whole. Joyful. A version who laughs loudly and loves freely without always looking back over their shoulder. And she believes in that version of you with all her heavenly strength. She says, I want my child to know that heaven is not far. Not some unreachable, cold place. Not a fog. Not an end. It's closer than breath. It's where I am. And it's where she is now. That's why you still feel her. That's why her voice still visits you in dreams. Those dreams? They weren't random. Those were real visits. Yes, child, when your heart was still enough and your soul open enough, I allowed her to step into your sleep and sit beside your spirit. That's why you woke up feeling like something sacred had happened, even if you didn't remember every detail. She touched you. She's still touching your life. She's placing protection over your decisions, grace over your mistakes, and miracles in places you don't even see yet. And now she says, this part is very soft, like she's holding back tears. Please, don't wait to say the words you hold inside. You've held back so many things, haven't you? Love you wanted to give. Forgiveness you thought came too late. Dreams you've put off out of fear. She sees all of it. And she wants you to let it out now. Speak from your heart. Love fully. Trust again. This life is too short to live halfway. And too sacred to keep waiting. Child, I gave you a heart that feels deeply not to hurt you, but to guide you. I gave you emotion so you'd know what matters. I gave you memory so you could keep her with you, not to ache, but to honor. And I gave you today, this very moment, so you could finally hear this truth. You are not alone. Not forgotten. Not broken. Not cursed. You are held. You are chosen. You are loved, with a love so big, it crossed heaven just to reach you. Baby angel, my child, if you felt that love today, let it guide your next steps. Subscribe now and stay connected. More messages are coming. You're not meant to do this alone. You never were. Baby angel. And now, go. But not as you were before. Go as someone who carries heaven in their chest. Go as someone who knows their mother is not lost, but closer than ever. Go as someone who believes, again. Because belief is the doorway to every healing you've been waiting for. And I am opening it for you. Now and always.